We're live. This chicken, this is Mama Hen. She just pecked this thing in my ear, scared the living crap out of me. I hope she doesn't do it again. Don't even think about it. This is the sweetheart though. Look how she just likes to be petted. The other one is the brown one. That one likes to be petted too, but that one's a little pest. Huh. So I'm right now in one of my most favorite places in the world. It's really the simple things, right, you guys? It's the simple things that you need to learn to be satisfied with. It's if we can get there, it's a wonderful place to be, isn't it? Don't you think? Don't peck my eyes out. But it's the simple things. So for me, for instance, if I'm ever feeling flustered, if I'm ever feeling like overwhelmed, if I'm ever feeling um, the phone will do that to me a lot. If any of you feel like I'm not getting back to you quickly, it's because I have to take breaks from the phone. And I assume it's probably natural. So I've had to form better relationship, a better relationship with my device. There's the Heart of ER shred right there. What is up, Mimi Terrell? How are you? I got a heart to announce tonight, Mimi. You're going to love it. But so if ever I don't get back to you, it's probably because I need to take a little breather from from electronics and everything because and you should do that, by the way. It's just good healthy practice. It's part of our everyday life. We know this. It's just part of how we are, who we are, what we are. It's part of our makeup now. It's part of our world, but I just don't think it's healthy to be on it all the time. With that in mind, Crystal and I made a very conscious decision at the beginning of the year to cut back for the sake of our sanity and also for our children. So I want to speak to that right now because that is really what's on my heart lately is around the kids. So you guys, close friends of mine, you might remember that I had done a post or a video years ago. And I did a post about how my son Oliver had become chronically addicted to Fortnite to the point that he was waking up at 5 o'clock every single morning by himself to get on that Fortnite before we woke up, before we would even know. And he was just indulging in that. And then he started spending money that he wasn't permitted to spend. And I don't really blame him for all that. But, he was young. He didn't understand. I think he was like 9 years old at the time. He didn't understand what was going on inside of him. I remember when I discovered what was going on, I remember approaching him about it, and he broke into tears almost as if he was begging me to please help him. Please help him. Please take it away. Because he didn't want it to have that power and that control over him. I'll tell you in just a second why, I'm kind of circling back to this, but I was talking to a friend at a basketball game last week. As you guys know, the kids are all in sports. It's really busy. Every night of the week, it seems like there's something. And I was talking to a friend at the basketball game. Well, she told me that, and I won't say the name because it's kind of sensitive information, sensitive situation. But she told me that her son was also banned from Fortnite. And what she told me was that she said that the video game, it was having such a horrible effect on him that that he was becoming depressed to the point where he was even contemplating like hurting himself. That's how it was getting. And she called it an allergy. She actually said that it's a severe allergy and that he cannot have it. I thought that was fascinating, the way that she views it, the way she framed that her son has a full-blown allergy to a particular video game. So fast forward, and here we are in 2022, and my children, they this start of this year, our big goal was, can we crack down on all of the electronic use? I think what kind of stimulated this was a pretty interesting thing. My daughter had gotten in trouble for something. She's 16. She got in trouble, and when she got in trouble, we thought, what can we do to punish her? And of course, we first thing that came to mind was take that phone away. It was something significant what she had done, and she knew it, and she knew she was going to be in big trouble. And so part of her punishment was that she lost that phone for 3 consecutive weeks. 3 weeks, okay? And guys, I know that a lot of us threaten that we'll take away the phone, or we take away the phone, but then we only take it away for a day or what have you. But we took it away for 3 weeks, and we decided this is the way it's going to be, and she's going to have to just learn from this, because we're not giving in. And we didn't give in, but something miraculous unfolded. With our own eyes, we witnessed a miracle, because this 16-year-old daughter, who, of course, she's dealing with all kinds of 16-year-old stressors. She's dealing with all kinds of social pressures. She's dealing with body image things that girls that age, they deal with, of course. And everything else that's going around, the drama around being that age, and fear of missing out, and the fear of not being up to par and up to snuff, and comparing yourself constantly on Instagram or whatever have you. And we took the phone away for 3 weeks, and something miraculous unfolded, because what happened was my daughter suddenly, somehow, some way, she started changing. She started changing for the better. She started reading books. And she read, like, I can't remember to be exact, but she was tearing through some books, and I was like amazed. I was witnessing my daughter, who I'd never seen her read before, and she started reading, and she started having her mom take her to the library, and she read through a lot of books in that 3 weeks. She didn't really have anything else to do with her time. She was grounded from friends. And so what unfolded was a miracle, because her demeanor changed, and her self-esteem changed, and her interest in her siblings changed. Everything, it seemed, was changing, being overhauled for the better. And Crystal and I just sat back and thought, wow, this is unbelievable. And it was so significant that our own daughter recognized that, oh my gosh, I feel so much better without it. I feel so much happier. I feel so much joy. I feel so much less of everything bad. And Crystal and I, we felt like we'd given her a gift. Yeah, it was really hard, really hard. All my people I love are on here, like Brent, like Bob, like Gina. I just saw, oh gosh, who was that? I just saw Jason, Rike. I love all you guys so much. Thanks for being on, you guys. Kathy. Oh man, that's fun. But guys, it was such a gift we gave her, and it was just like my son. It was the same. It was like we took it away, and my son looked at me with these tears in his eyes, and it was like, thank you. Thank you for taking this away from me, because I don't like what it's doing to me, and I can't stop. And I saw the same thing happen to my daughter, and it was unbelievable. Well, we set some goals in the new year, and it was all based on that experience with my daughter Lily. We said, we're going to cut back. These kids are on electronics way too much. They are on, the devices and the phones and the video games way too much. This is nuts. And so we set some goals. And, I don't want to put out anything that might make other people feel shamed, or, I don't want to put out anything that would make anybody feel like they have to play the comparison game. So I'm not going to tell you specifically what our goals were. I will tell you that the goals that we had set We've had to make minor adjustments along the way. We went and set up what's called screen time. And if you have kids, I encourage you to go read about it, because screen time is a way that you can actually have down times for your kids where at a certain time it just kills the phone. They can't really do anything on it, and then you can have it wake back up at a certain time. That's a good thing. Another thing we did was we started having the kids check in their phones every night. So before we call it a night, they have to go wherever their phones are, go get them, bring them to us, check them in. That's been wonderful. That's actually been really, really wonderful, because it creates some level of accountability. The kids actually really need it. Just like a lot of animals need structure, they need discipline, they want to be told what to do, how to do it. They want to have, parameters. A lot of animals thrive like that, and I think children are no different. I think children need us badly, and I think we need to be there for them because they can't do it for themselves. They can't. So with that in mind, we set all these goals, and we started to implement, a new strategy and new parameters and new boundaries. Has it been beneficial? Absolutely. Then something unfolded. We were setting a specific time limit on Fortnite again, believe it or not. Fortnite has circled back into our lives. It's really, really popular right now. Very relevant. I guarantee if you have children, you're probably hearing about it. Your children are probably on it. They're probably on it a lot more than you realize. And their friends are probably chronically addicted to it. It's insane how much time these kids spend on Fortnite. For whatever reason, that particular game has such a significant draw on children. There's other ones, of course. Minecraft is a big one. They get Battle Royale is a big one they get hooked on, but Fortnite's just a different level stuff. And with all of that in mind, I had another experience when my youngest child, he didn't want to go to school, and I started to wonder, wait a minute, is he trying to get out of school so that he can sit home and play more Fortnite? And I remember I looked at him, and I remember this was like last week. I looked at him and I go, buddy, and he's 8. I go, buddy, what's up? What's going on here? Do you really not want to go to school? Or are you hoping you could stay home and play Fortnite? And when you call someone on something and you can tell like, I got it, I nailed it. And so he just looked at me helpless again. And him and his brother and him and his sister, they've been fighting over Fortnite because we only have one device. And so it's like they've been fighting over whose turn is it? And you had a turn, and you already used up your time, and it's my turn. It was getting so obnoxious. But when I seen in my younger son's eyes this look of hopelessness, I said, no more, no more. And we just took it all away, and it's gone. It's gone now. It's done. It is done. It is finished. Right? And I got to tell you, is that hard? Is it hard to be that parent when all the other parents are letting their children have it, or potentially even letting them have it unlimited? Yeah, it's hard. But that's one of the cool things about how we operate now is like, we don't just do things because everybody else does it. Like, that's not our people. Our people, we do what's good for us. We do what's hard because it might be what's good. And we're not afraid of doing hard things. And so we didn't do it with malicious intent. We didn't do it in a controlling, domineering, or a retaliatory way. We did it out of love. And what was the coolest thing was my older son, who's now 13. I feel like he's gained the ability now at 13 to kind of understand, like, yeah, these things, he's the same one that had the problem before. He's kind of gained this ability to comprehend, like, yeah, these things are not good for us. Like, I get it. And so he's been pretty good about the parameters, but he got it taken away for his little brother. And for him to be able to comprehend that, you understand, like, your little brother can't have this in his life. It's not good for him. It's not serving him. It's really hurting him. And for my older son to recognize that and remember the experience that he had had, and for him to say, I got it, Dad. I get it. I understand. And it's just like, whoa, man, like, yes, thank you so much. Do take breaks from the phone, and ER Shred has absolutely exploded beyond anything that I had to put my battery charger on. Not a battery charger, extended battery. ER Shred has exploded beyond anything we could have ever hoped for, dreamed of, imagined, and it is screaming right now. There are people flocking to ER Shred. Somehow, some way, I don't know. I can't explain it. I'm not going to take credit for it because it's very much a collaborative and a collective. It's just a lot of really good people. That's all I can say. It's a lot of really good people with sincere intent on a good mission. And therefore, maybe these are the factors that must be in place to create a movement. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm so special or I'm so genius because ha ha ha, we're cracking the code. It's not like that. It's just more like there's goodness here, there's pureness here, it's genuine. There's nothing. Look at me. I'm doing the video in my chicken coop, announcing the Heart of ER Shred with a beat up, dirty hat. I haven't even combed my beard today. It's not about any of that. ER Shred is so not pretentious. ER Shred is so not superficial. ER Shred is just a lot of really good people that have really good intent, that they want to make a difference in other people's lives and they want to grow themselves. And so that's all I can really tell you, is that the sucker's growing like crazy and it's really exciting. But I've also got a zillion people reaching out to me all the time and I can't get to it all. So with that in mind, I hope you guys understand that if I haven't got back to you, or if it takes me a minute to get back to you, I used to be the person, and you guys will all appreciate this. If you ever worked for me over the years, with me over the years, you know that I was the person that prided myself on always being there all the time for everybody. And I worked even 12-hour days to make sure that was the case for years. And that to me, that level of availability, to me, it spoke to my character. I care. I really genuinely, sincerely care. But when I'm getting blown up in my messages and my emails and my texts all day, every day, I hope you know it's just not possible. I can't get back within 24 hours. I mean, I try. That was always my thing, is like, I will get back to people within 24 hours. I can't right now. It's just not even possible. I guess it's a good problem to have, because it means we're making an impact. We're making a difference. People are really seeing the results, falling in love with the community, the culture, the protocol, the vision. It's just so great. So with all of that in mind, I have to set breaks. If I don't set those breaks and honor those breaks, I'm going to go batty, because I'm really at a heart level. I like this stuff. I like to be with the chickens. I like to be in the dirt. I like to be out recreating. And so I'm getting text messages from Crystal. I got to announce the Heart of ER Shred right now, but I hope you guys will get on our call Wednesday night. Wednesday night, come alive. Tomorrow night, Jesse James Jamnick in the group with Shred Your Body. Last Thursday night's call was so sick with Lenny Evans, the spirit of ER Shred, and Bob Sivright talking about, I mean, that's your launch pad, guys. If you don't understand the opportunity we have with ER Shred, guys, yes, like we have like over 30 Hearts of ER Shred. You know why they're Hearts of ER Shred? Because we didn't really even have the ability to show them how to generate income sharing ER Shred with people yet. We haven't had that in 15 months, and yet we still had all these people who have they've taken hold of this and they have just made everything. They've squeezed out every possible drop that they could out of this. And for that, we're grateful. For the heart we're going to announce tonight, we're so grateful. For the board, we're grateful. For the whole community, you're amazing and we love you and we're grateful. Once we have that pack, which we get by the end of this month, we can show you how to generate income, to supplement your livelihood, to feed your family, to buy the beef. Like, forget about the cost of beef. Like, don't go there. Don't go there with there's not enough. Don't go there with everything's too expensive. Don't go there with the economy sucks. Don't go there because that's toxicity. You've got to stay in a high vibrational state, which is, how do I generate more income? We're going to be able to show you how to do that Very soon, we're going to be able to show you how to do that. And if you're interested in that to any extent, then go check out the call that was done last Thursday, because that's your launch pad. And you'll understand when you watch it why that is. You'll also understand why Lenny Evans is the spirit of ER Shred, because Lenny Evans was charged 15 months ago with fix it, Lenny. It's not right. Bob Sivright was charged with fix it. I don't know how to fix it. Just fix it. Do you understand what I'm saying? I do know what's wrong. I know. You guys know, like, I am not afraid to say what's wrong with business practices, with all kinds of things. I'm not afraid to say what I don't like. But what's better than tearing down is to build something new that's better. That's far, far, far more commendable if you can just build something better. If you don't like it, build something better. So Bob Sivright, Lenny Evans, they have been charged with fix it, fix the terminology, fix the messaging, fix the methodology, fix all the parts that stink and are sleazy and gross. Fix it. And that's what they're doing. And so I'm so excited about that. I'm not going to take credit for that, because that would be very wrong of me to do that. I just know what I don't like. Does this make sense? Is that a skill? Is that some kind of talent, being like really clear on what you don't like? Or when you hear a presentation, hearing, being able to key in on, oh, I see what their motivation is there. I see what they're trying to do. I see the tricks and the games they're playing, and I don't like it. And it stinks. And it kind of hurts my passion and my enthusiasm. So fix it. I like that. Okay, so with that in mind, we've got to announce at Heart of ER Shred, and that is, I'll just say it, Mickey Voter, thank you so much. Your name has come up so much, Mickey. And by the way, happy birthday today. I guess this is kind of like a birthday present. It actually happened by a stroke of fate. Heather said tonight we're announcing Mickey Voter. The board has announced on behalf of the board, Mickey Voter is a Heart of ER Shred, and it happens to be your birthday. And she didn't know that either, because she told us last week that that's who we're announcing tonight. It's just a stroke of fate. I love fate so much. I love fate. So thank you for everything, for all you've done, for all the Hearts of ER Shred out there. Thank you so much. Come here. Let's tell him thank you. Thank you. This is the little shit. You're the little shit that likes to peck me. If you don't believe me, he's been pecking at my leg and I'm bleeding over here, because this one, if he sees you have a scab or a little scratch or anything, he's like, woohoo! And he just goes and hits it nonstop. And you can throw him. Like I don't throw him, but you could smack him. You'd be back in 2 seconds flat. This is a very persistent chicken. We can learn a lot from this chicken. Okay, you guys seen that funny movie with Maui? What's it called? Moana. If you haven't seen Moana, watch it with your kids. Watch it without your kids. It's phenomenal. But you know the little chicken? They just keep moving the bird seed where they want the chicken. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. Bye-bye.